What's up, everybody? Arrg the Pirate here, and today we're gonna play a little Nike in the solo lane, but we're gonna do a skin code giveaway. But it's not just a skin code; it's the Ares Primal Fire Bundle code, and it's gonna be the same as last time. This is how I'm gonna do it from now on. I'm gonna play a clip of an ability, and the first person to guess that down in the comments wins that code. And here's the clip. That's the hardest one so far, so good luck to everybody. Now, let's get into the build, but I've got to say a few things first. I've got a Baron on my team, so instead of buying health potions and mana potions, I just buy his thing, and that works out fairly decently. As well as, I started out thinking I was probably going to have physical damage in my lane, but I end up actually having a Cerberus and a Hobwa, which are both magical damage. So building physical protection against those two gods is really pointless. So we end up picking up Ancile and just keeping round shield until my third item. Alright, enough about that. My starting build is going to be Round Shield, Warrior's Blessing, and then Baron's Little Chalice, but you can pick up 2 health potions and a mana potion. And then I'm going to build into Warrior's Tabby, Ancile, and then Shifter's Shield, Stone of Gaia, Jotun's Wrath, and Hide of the Urchin, and then I've got Meditation Cloak and Thorns for my relics. And again, guys, the teleport glyph is not working still, so hopefully they get that fixed soon. Next up, we have to go over her kit, and first up we have her passive, to victory. Nike sets 3 goals that the team can achieve to gain increased strength. Upon completing the goal, Nike's team gains a laurel that increases power and movement speed. This laurel can increase its stacks up to 3 times, and your first goal is kill 10 enemy gods, second goal is kill 250 minions, and your third goal is to get at least 2 allies to level 20. And really, this is just a passive team-wide buff that, once you complete these goals, boom, you get some increased stats for your team. It's completely awesome. Awesome passive. Rend is her 1. Nike slams the ground twice, sending out fissures that deal damage. If a target is hit twice, the target loses protections for 5 seconds. If Nike's plan of action, which is her 2, is active, Rend gains an additional attack. If the target is hit 3 times, the target is disarmed. Nike is immune to knockbacks for this duration, and the disarm lasts for starting out at 1 second and goes up to 2 seconds at max level. Oh, that's awesome to be able to disarm people. But speaking of plan of action, we gotta go over her too. Nike draws upon her vast battle experience to plan her next move. The passive ability, Nike gains HP 5. The active, Nike's next ability gains a bonus special effect. And really, guys, you can just run around with your 2 on all the time. That way you've constantly got that healing, and then when you actually use an ability, you get that extra bonus, like Rend giving you that 3rd hit. Valiant Leap is her 3. Nike leaps into the air, then crashes down at a location, dealing damage and knocking enemies up. If Nike's plan of action is active, if her 2 is active, she travels to the location much faster, so you can really engage, like boom, get there quick when you have your 2 up. It's awesome. Another awesome ability that just works so well with her 2. Sentinel of Zeus is her ultimate, and oh man, it's so good. We fail a couple of times with it, and you'll see that in a second, but Nike transforms into an armored sentinel that sends out a shockwave that damages and slows enemies around her. While in this form, she gains a percentage of her max health as a shield that lasts for 10 seconds. If Nike's plan of action is active, Nike instead gains 20% additional shield. Guys, her ultimate makes her just an amazing tank. You can be just a crazy front line, do a ton of damage, and just be able to absorb damage like crazy. Alright, enough about that. Let's get into this gameplay. So, we got our ultimate online, and Cerberus is only level 3. Let's delete him. If you see, we took almost no damage from that because that ultimate is just so strong, guys. And Hobwa's out of mana, so he just offered absolutely nothing in return. And awesome. And guys, if you look, we're keeping our 2 active as much as possible to get that health regen. And this is really where Nike, gets her sustain from, is just keeping that 2 online. But again, you don't want to just mash your 2 and then instantly use an ability if you're trying to regen health. Try to keep that 2 active as much as possible when you are low on health. Now from here, we're going to head over to our blue buff, go ahead and drop that and get into lane. And if you see here, they've got a minion advantage. You know, they've got 3 extra archer minions than we do. So we want to concentrate on the minions. Don't worry about Cerberus, especially since Cerberus and Habwa don't have their ultimates yet. We're gonna be fine. You know, we're good. We're taking a little bit of poke, but no big deal. Keep that 2 active, heal up as much as possible, and just continue to clean out this wave. And if you see, by us concentrating on the wave, we're able to narrow it down to just 1 of those minions. Now, I've got a few seconds here to actually engage onto Cerberus, and you see we're able to do that exactly. And we had our ultimate, so we're able to take him out, and that's great. We want to pop that meditation cloak early though, just get it off of cooldown, or you know, start the cooldown, and then we're going to engage on Habwa. Unfortunately, we just didn't have our 2 active. If we would have had our 2 active, we probably would have taken him out, or even our leap, but no big deal. We're going to continue pushing this lane, and if I can, I'm going to go ahead and engage. And sure enough, Habwa, he did not... He completely underestimated the awesomeness of Nike, and sure enough, we're able to take him out. Awesome play, you know, but it is very difficult to go into this tower. Luckily, Cerberus is just jumping in. He's taking a ton of poke from minions as well as me. You know, that's great, and you can see with that rend, we're able to do a ton of damage and actually take him out. Awesome play. Awesome play, and from here, we're just gonna try to push into this tower. Now, we do end up getting into this tower, but you see Habwa starts showing up, and guys, as soon as he gets even close to being in range to be able to hit me, we want to back off of that. Just completely avoid all the damage from him. That's really not that big of a deal. I'm going to go ahead and try to clean this lane up as fast as possible, and then I want to head over to my blue. Hopefully we can take my blue out and then get back to lane before this lane resets. And again, guys, we're going against 2 gods here, so taking advantage of the fact that there's 2 of them, you're going to be at that higher level. You can really push that advantage, but once both their ultimates get online, you definitely have to play a lot more cautiously, especially Habwa and Cerberus. They could combine those ultimates together and absolutely delete me. So we just want to be careful of that. Now, if you see here, I've got some poke on them, but Baron is actually heading over to their blue. So let's go ahead and engage. He's coming in for a gank. Let's make it happen. Sure enough, we're able to engage. And you see they kind of use that Cerberus, use that ultimate. We're going to go ahead and just continue to engage. I do have my ultimate active, so we can take someone out if we needed to or get those heals. But with Baron showing up, guys, we absolutely deleted them. And awesome play. You know, great rotation by our mid lane. That was just a huge play. Being able to take both of them out. We even got that Cerberus ultimate out, and we're going to be able to push into this tower and actually take it out. Oh, what a just awesome rotation by our mid lane. Now, once we down that tower, we're going to engage on that second wave, get it cleaned up, and that way that gives me a little bit more time to rotate, gives me time to back, do whatever, but I see, hey, I need to head to my lane. They're just full out charging my lane. I need to head in there. Cerberus is actually tanking it, and we take him out. Like, we got really lucky that the tower didn't take him out before we were able to, but awesome. Getting another kill, and then Arrg shows up. Oh, man, Arrg's been doing a good job of farming, and she deletes Habwa. Oh, that good play. Good plays all around. We're going to go ahead and get this solo lane pushing again. And then we want to start making rotations. We need to get mid lane tower down. You know, we can start taking those side objectives, things like that. We're currently stealing their jungle. Again, guys, don't push into a T2, especially with their Habwa and their Cerberus only level 6. Their spawn timer's so short that it's just not worth it. But me and Arrg make an awesome play onto this Pyromancer, and we're able to take it out. You know, it's fairly early on to take it out too, but it's awesome play, awesome rotation by just our team in general. We're making the plays happen. I'm actually going ahead to mid lane where Hell is. Hopefully we can go in on Hell and actually make something happen here. And if you see, we're able to get that rend off. She actually goes through our jungle, which is kind of odd. We're able to stun her up, and then Baron shows up and we're able to take her out. Oh, what a great play by our team. Again, you know, guys, teamwork is so good. It's such an important part of Smite, and you can see by having that solid teamwork at 10 minutes in, we're making these plays happen, and it's awesome, guys. But since I have been away from the solo lane for so long, we actually traded the mid lane tower for the solo lane tower. And guys, that's completely acceptable. That is a very, very acceptable play. And you know, don't worry about your solo lane. Well, once you kind of down their solo lane, that really frees you up, and you don't need to sacrifice yourself or sacrifice, you know. If I wouldn't have stayed mid lane, we would have not got that mid lane tower. If I would have just ran and said, oh, they're about to take my T1. Guys, it's much worth trading your T1 in solo. It's well worth taking a T1 in mid. And that's just something to be aware of. I see a lot of people that play solo just stay in that solo lane. Try to get out of that. Try to get out of that lane. Of course, sometimes you are stuck in that lane, but if you can get some rotation, get a pick, and down that tower quickly, you'll be fine. Now, with just our commanding lead we have just racked up, we're able to absolutely delete Hebo again, or Habwa. We're able to delete him, and then Cerberus shows up. And guys, with our magical protections and the damage that we have put on, we're doing work. And if you see that damage we're getting off on this Cerberus, we're able to jump on the other side of him and continue to poke him down. He's so low. If I can get my cooldown off, he's a goner. And sure enough, he doesn't back up, and that allows me to dive the tower a little bit. Take him out. We're running away with it, guys. We're currently, you know, with them having a duo solo lane, they're combined. We're almost double their score. We're almost their combined level. You know, at being 15 and both of them being level 8, that it's going to be very hard for them to combine their efforts and even take me out. Now, I went for a jump right there because I thought Habwa might actually ult in, but, you know, hey, Baron shows up. Oh, man. The rotations on this team, guys. Oh, we're just doing work. It's great. It's so nice getting into a match where people are, you know, rotating correctly and just looking for those opportunities. Just having that small amount of map awareness, it makes it so much easier. But we're able to back off, start building into Stone of Gaia, and finish off our Shifter Shield, and then put on Thorns. Guys, we're running away with it. Speaking of map awareness, let's pay attention to the map, and we're gonna head down mid lane. Now, if you see here, Arachne's going in on Hell. I know she's gonna try to get back into the tower. We're gonna get her with our stun, and we're gonna be able to take her out. Awesome, awesome play. And then Habwa shows up, and oh man, we're gonna ult. Look at that damage from that ult. We're able to take him out. Easy peasy. Great job by Arachne. You know, and guys, we're just paying attention to the map a little bit. We saw what Hell was going to do. If she didn't dip into that tower, she was going to die to Arachne no matter what. So we knew heading to that choke point was a better move than to actually chase her from behind. It's always better to try to cut off those enemy gods than it is to, you know, just follow them in a straight line. Try to predict where they're going. Now, I am tanking this tower here in mid, and, you know, Apollo shows up, and so I need to peel for my team, and then our Izanami kind of gets caught out a little bit. Let's go ahead and try to body block for her. You know, we're poking down Apollo. Baron uses his ultimate, so I'm just going to focus on the Hebo. You know, my team should be able to handle that, and sure enough, they're able to take him out, and let's go into this Hebo. Now, if you see there, guys, I don't know what it is about Xbox, but almost every game I get these huge lag spikes where just like that, everybody kind of runs into walls. It lasts for about a second or two, and then boom, goes back to normal. It saved my life and killed me a couple of times, but oh man, I know people think I'm cheating, but I promise you, I don't know what it is. My PlayStation works fine, but the Xbox, I definitely get these huge lag spikes, and it usually happens like 2 or 3 times a game. Oh, it's kind of irritating, but is what it is. Now from here, I'm going to clean up this wave, go ahead and back, finish off my Stone of Gaia, start building into my Jotun's Wrath, and then I see Arachne. Oh man, she gets caught out, and we're kind of heading that way, and then Baron follows me, and it's like, okay, we got to make something happen here. Let's go ahead and engage, and unfortunately, we're just not going to be able to do enough to save Baron. You know, it was a bad call on my part to go that way. And then Izanami shows up, and it's like, oh no, we got to get out. We got to get out. We're in a 3v 3v4 situation, or a 3v2 situation, but, you know, and then I go and engage because I'm an idiot, and we're gonna do our best. But again, we've got some great escape. We can definitely make things happen, and with Hell showing up, hey, we're gonna heal up like crazy now. And we can now re-engage on this fight. It's a 2v2 fight. With me being a front line, you know, us both having Hells, we should be able to withstand Apollo. And, you know, if we can keep on him, we should be able to take him out. And you see just that poke we were able to do. That's a ton of damage. Once my abilities actually come off a cooldown, we can re-engage on that. And, you know, again, this might be an easy kill. But with their team showing back up, okay, let's go ahead and back off. Now, Arrg had a different idea than I did, so we need to help. We need to go ahead and back her up. And sure enough, we're able to head over. Yep, Habwa doesn't stand a chance. We're able to take out Carnunos. This might be a Phoenix here. You know, this is going to be a very early Phoenix, but we might have a chance. I don't have my ultimate, though. Yeah, let's go ahead, head in. I'm tanking it, you know, but we should be able to take it down, especially with Arrg's just insane damage. And, oh, I should have just stayed in for that last hit. I probably would have got it with one more basic. Oh, that feels bad, man. But is what it is. Now, sometimes those risky plays are worth it, and sometimes they just aren't, but in true pirate fashion, let's go do another risky play, and we are able to take out Apollo there, and Carnunos is so low. Oh, he's so low. Yeah, Pop Thorn's hoping that he'd hit me, but he just didn't quite do it. And we're going to be able to take out their Cerberus, easy peasy, and again, let's take advantage of this just insane push that we've had. You know, our lanes are sitting fairly decent, and you can see my team is pushing all the way up to mid. You know, we're chasing that Carnunos, and Hebo shows up. You know, again, we're not too concerned about Hebo at this point. Maybe we can just go in and take this Phoenix. You know, like let's see if we can take it. With Arrg here, we might be able to make something happen. I don't have my ultimate, but we can try it. And you know, again, we're risky play. It wasn't even worth it. We didn't do any damage to it. Without the minions being under Phoenix, you know, they get those protections now. Oh, that was a terrible play. And you know, I pushed for that. You know, I completely forgot the protections are different now. And feels bad, but is what it is. You know, as long as you get your godlike, I think you're good. And sure enough, you know, we got our godlike earlier, and so it's definitely gone to our head. We're starting to make silly plays, you know, pushing that like that. That's just not a good move. But, you know, hey, we're continuing to just burn down the enemy team. We're shutting down their Cerberus, which, you know, it would be better to shut down more of their damage dealers. But as long as we're keeping their front line off, you know, pretty much offline most of the match, we're doing great. And their Cerberus being level 7 compared to me being level 19, which is my team's frontline, you know, we're doing work, guys. I'm going to go ahead and head over to our solo lane. You know, we should be able to go into this tower, do some decent damage to it, hopefully be able to take it out. And sure enough, with Izanami showing up, this tower doesn't stand a chance. I was going to back off there, and then I say, yeah, we might be able to engage, but it's probably not the best move. But again, we've got this huge advantage. We're very tanky compared to the enemy team. But again, you know, a 3v2 situation is never worth it. Let's just go ahead and back off. I'm actually going to kind of run through the jungle and head over to our mid lane to see if we can make something happen. Now, while I was making my rotation, Arrg and Baron made a rotation to solo lane, so let's go re-engage on solo lane. We get another one of those lag spikes. You see there, we're just mindlessly hitting random things, but that's quite alright. We're going to dive this tower a little bit. We're able to take out Cerberus, and then I'm going to stay under tower here. You know, I popped thorns for whatever reason, but I'm going to stay under tower there, and I'm going to take those tower hits for Arrg. And she ran in there, and you know, she was taking that tower, but you know, that's great. Staying in when she's definitely going to be able to finish off Carnunos, and I can avoid her getting poked down. That's going to free us up to actually make a rotation over to the mid lane Phoenix. And guys, getting 2 Phoenixes down with, you can see, a majority of their team down. But the spawn timers are still fairly short. We got to be careful of that. And, you know, we're just not going to be able to make a whole lot happen here. Cerberus does show up, and guys, we popped that ult. Look at that shield. Oh, man. We're doing work, baby. But let's go ahead and back off. Let's get out of here. We won the day. We won the fight. Let's get out of here and play it safe. I need to back up. You know, Hell's here. She's doing work. You can see she burned her old kit on me, and it almost killed me. So we need to back off. Just be careful. Hebo starts rotating over towards Arachne, and that was just a bad choice. We're able to take him out as well. But again, I want to get out. Let's go back. Let's put on some more protections. Let's heal up and get back to the solo lane. Now, I have absolutely no idea why Apollo is here, but we're going to go ahead and try to engage on him. He dodged that. He dodged my jump, too. He's going to be able to get out. You know, no big deal. We even burned our, you know, boots of running, whatever they're called. But let's just leave him. You know, with that blink and with his movement speed, he's going to be able to get out of that. Again, I'm not exactly sure why he was where he was, but, you know, is what it is. And unfortunately, their team is starting to DC at this point. But, you know, hey, we've done a great job so far in this match, and hopefully we can wrap it up. Now, I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but both their Cerberus and Hell, they DC'd at like the same time. So, maybe there are some, you know, with the current patch, you know, there are a few things that are kind of goofy and these big lag spikes that are happening. Maybe it's just, you know, the Xbox is just kind of running a little odd right now, but, you know, is what it is. We end up shoving mid lane, and then we're actually going to head over to our duo lane, and, you know, hopefully we can wrap this match up. You know, it is 4v4, but, you know, we've got that commanding lead. All four of us are almost max level, and their team is not. You know, and we've done just such a great job of farming. Hopefully, again, we can wrap this match up because, you know, we definitely want to end it before they catch up to us. Now I'm just buying some time until I'm off of cooldown, and then let's go engage, and sure enough, let's go in. We hit our rend, and unfortunately we get stunned out of it, but we're able to ult, avoid a lot of that tower poke, and take out Apollo, and then we're able to pop those actives, and, you know, Hell shows up. But we need to get out of here. Let's back up. You know, I'm just tanking a ton of tower. I see Arachne's going in on the tower. I stay in as long as I feel comfortable, and she's actually able to take down that Phoenix. Awesome, and we end up wrapping the match up from here. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this Nike guide, and if you did, show me some love, leave me a comment, think about subscribing, and guys, this was such a fun match. I really hope y'all enjoyed, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.